A lot of men wonder why some men naturally attract respect, attention, and success, while others struggle. It's not about money. It's not about looks. It's not about how much effort you put in. The real difference comes down to one fundamental thing. High-value men operate from a place of self-possession. They know who they are. They know what they want. And they don't constantly seek approval or validation. Meanwhile, low-value men often define themselves through how others perceive them. They try too hard. They over-explain. They react emotionally to every situation. High-value men handle the same situations differently. When challenged, they remain composed. When faced with rejection, they remain grounded. When tested, they don't chase or prove themselves. This doesn't make them arrogant. It makes them consistent, steady, and magnetic. Here's why it works. Attraction and respect are not created by effort alone. They are created by presence, energy, and emotional stability. A man who is emotionally grounded sends a signal. I am comfortable in my world. I am not dependent on approval. I am someone worth investing in. This is the subtle difference that separates high-value men from the rest. And here's the part most men miss. Being high value is not about what you do. It's about how you exist. Your actions, your energy, your consistency, they all stem from this foundation. When a man loses this, no amount of external effort can replace it. Now, before we continue, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Masculine Mind Lab. Because in the next part, we'll uncover the specific behaviors that low-value men do that immediately reveal their insecurity and how to avoid them. Now let's dive deeper. Because most men don't realize that high-value behavior isn't about flashy actions. It's subtle. It's in the way a man carries himself. It's in the way he reacts when things don't go his way. It's in the way he navigates challenges without panic or overcompensation. Low-value men, on the other hand, react first, think later. They chase validation. They argue to prove a point. They over-explain to be liked. And these small patterns reveal a lot more than their words ever could. High-value men operate differently. They don't need constant reassurance. They manage their emotions. They hold their boundaries calmly. They don't try to control people or outcomes. And this is where most men fail. They think attraction and respect are built by effort alone. By chasing, by trying harder, by over-investing. But effort without foundation is hollow. True influence comes from inner composure, from a sense of self-worth that is unshakable. When a man projects this energy, he communicates two things simultaneously. Confidence. He trusts himself, his values, his purpose. Independence. He is not dependent on anyone else to feel validated. This combination is magnetic. And here's a critical point most men overlook. High-value men are not always the loudest, not always the most dominant, not always the most generous externally. They are emotionally anchored. That emotional anchor communicates stability. It communicates strength without aggression. It communicates that he is someone worth respecting. Now, before we continue, take a moment to hit like and subscribe to Masculine Mind Lab. This ensures you don't miss the final part, where we break down how to develop these traits naturally and the small mistakes that immediately signal low-value energy, even if you think you're doing everything right. Now, let's close this out with the final insight. High-value men are defined not by what they have, but by how they exist. It's not the car, the job, or the style. It's not how much they give or how much they do. It's in their energy, their emotional presence, the way they carry themselves, even in small interactions. Here's the critical point. Low-value men often give too much without grounding. They over-explain themselves. They over-apologize. They chase approval. High-value men do the opposite. They act from internal certainty. They respect themselves and their time. They maintain boundaries calmly. They show interest without chasing. This is magnetic. Because attraction, respect, and influence aren't created by external effort alone. They come from internal alignment. When a man develops this foundation, people naturally respect him. Women are drawn to his confidence. He commands attention without forcing it. And here's something many men forget. Being high value isn't about perfection. It's about presence. It's about emotional stability. It's about showing up as a man who knows his worth. Every action you take flows from this foundation. Every choice communicates it to the world. So, the number one thing high-value men do that low-value men don't? They operate from self-possession. They do not seek approval. They do not chase validation. They hold their space quietly but firmly. And when you adopt this mindset, everything else naturally aligns. Your confidence increases. Your relationships deepen. Your attraction becomes magnetic. Remember, this isn't about arrogance. It's about authenticity. It's about living in a way that signals value without having to prove it. If you take one thing from this video, let it be this. Focus on building your internal foundation first. Respect yourself, own your time, grow your purpose. The external results, respect, attraction, influence, will follow naturally. If you want to continue leveling up your masculine mindset, emotional intelligence, and relationship psychology, follow Masculine Mind Lab now. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a lesson that can change the way you show up in the world.